I'd like to tell you a story today about a young man who drowned here at the local pool. He was a 22-year-old college student who was taken down at the deep end to learn how to swim from his buddy. He let go of the edge of the pool and sank to the bottom. His friend tried 3 separate times to come down and get him and was unable to retrieve him off the bottom of the 16-foot pool. He came over to the lifeguards and asked one of the lifeguards if they would come help. The lifeguard couldn't see him. The lifeguard eventually was able to see the young man at the bottom of the pool, dove in, pulled him up, brought him to the edge of the pool, where another lifeguard pulled him out and administered mouth to mouth for about 20 seconds. As the gentleman revived, he looked the lifeguard right in the face and said to the lifeguard, "I didn't think anybody was coming for me." Well, I was the lifeguard on duty that night. It happened 30 years ago and has made a large impression on me and has made me want to teach people the best way to save another's life with little to no experience. So today I'd like to talk about 3 separate things. What is drowning? What does it look like? And how can we go about saving others? So let's start off with, what is drowning? Drowning is simply suffocation, lack of oxygen getting into the body. The CDC says that children from the age of 0 to 1 generally drown in their home bathtubs, toilets, and in buckets. From 1 to 4, they tell us that generally they drown in our own pools or at a neighbor's pools by lack of attention from us and adults. From 4 to 12-year-olds usually drown at local pools and at lakes due to lack of experience. They've never been taught how to swim. The next group, from 12 to 24-year-olds, usually drown due to alcohol. And the CDC says, and generally those are men. Now when drowning occurs, it happens very quickly and very quietly. This gentleman, there were 3 lifeguards on duty that night. He simply literally slipped under the water, blew out his air, and sank to the bottom. No one saw anything, no one heard anything. Had it not been for his friend teaching him, none of us would have known he was on the bottom of the pool. So it is not the big splashing, exciting event that we always think it is. It is done, like I said, very quietly and quickly. So how do we prevent these? 1, we become the lifeguards. Whether we're trained or not, we are always the lifeguard. So you want to be very aware of your surroundings. Whether you're at a lake, your home pool, at a hotel pool, is there any safety equipment around? Is there another lifeguard? If I need to go for help, where do I go? So become aware. Now you have people who are drowning. What do we do? You don't need to be trained to save a life. Most drownings occur literally at arm's length from the edge of the pool. So 99% of the time, we never need to go in. And we need to be able to reach these people. So with no training, what can we use? Well, the good Lord has given us our arms and our legs. We always have them, and they're always available to us. And because drownings occur an arm's length from the edge of the pool, we simply need to lay down on the deck and reach out and grab the individual. But if we're at a lake and in a boat, we can always grab a paddle or anything that floats and extend it to the individual who needs our assistance. If we're at a river or even at the beach and we don't have anything, we can always use our shirts. We can take them off and extend them, our shirts, and hang on to the other end. You never want the individual to come in contact with you. You always want to keep something between you and them. But if we're at the beach, we always bring a cooler full of all kinds of goodies. We can easily float it out to them, throw it out to them, and it will always float whether it's full or empty. So we always want to be on guard, use what is available to us to make sure those people remain safe. There are many needless drownings that occur due to our lack of knowledge and expecting someone else to respond. So I would ask you, as a general public, to be willing to help somebody out, and by simply using the simple techniques we have talked about today, and stop all the needless drownings that occur. Thank you.